All right, welcome to this special edition of Events.com's Ask an Event Pro. We are brought to you by RunningUSA. My name is Bob Babbitt. Our guest, Mr. Craig Harrison from the Annapolis Running Classic. How are you?
I'm doing great. Bob, yourself?
I am wonderful. So tell me a little bit about the event. What's the genesis of the Annapolis Running Classic?
The genesis is that we want to bring some financing and cash back into the community.
Okay.
So we started this event 6 years ago.
Okay.
And we have two events. It's a half marathon and it's a 10K together.
Now, did you have a background in putting on events?
For 5 years, we put on the Annapolis 10 mile.
Oh.
And before that, we did the B&A marathon and half marathon. So we've been doing events for 12 years now.
Now, how has it all changed? Obviously, with onset of online registration, there's been so many changes over the years. Has it changed a lot in the last dozen years or so?
Absolutely, Bob. I think that now we've really raised the level of all of the races.
Yeah.
More and more race directors, they know what they're doing. They know how to give the runners more of not a race. We put on an event.
Right.
We do something unique that after ours, we go through 175 gallons of soup. We go through 12,000 oysters. We have live bands because we believe, and I think Creed Kelly's the first person to say, don't put on a race, put on an event.
Yes.
And that's what makes a difference, I think.
Well, and the deal is it's a celebration of fitness, right? You're getting a whole group of people out there. One, they're taking care of their own fitness, but like you said, there's a charity involved to help take care of others.
And on Friday, we're a Saturday race. So on Friday, we have the yoga instructors, we've got the Pilates people, we've got the chiropractors who are there straightening out people, finding out that one leg is an inch different than the other and lining it.
So what have you learned through your last dozen years of being involved with races? What is it about that? Because I tell people all the time when they call and say, hey, I want to put on an event, I say, well, if you are interested in waking up the night before a race, knowing that you're responsible for the safety of 3,000 people, if that doesn't bother you, then go put it on. But it's scary to put on events. What is it that brings you back?
What brings me back is the fact that I'm doing something for people to stay healthy.
Right.
They're doing something that's good for them, and when they finish the line after half marathon, nobody's going to turn around and say, oh, that was terrible.
Right.
It might be their time, but I'm doing something healthy. And that's good for me, it's good for the people.
Yeah.
And so we're always thinking about the people. What can we do to make that event better for the runners? And
where are you on race day? A lot of times race directors are like, they want to be at that finish line because they want to share in those goosebump moments, because we forget, you're somebody who's been doing this stuff a long time, what it means to somebody who's doing their first ever event.
Don't hide, number one.
Right.
You don't go find a tree to get behind. That's the one thing you have to remember.
I love that.
And the number two is standing out there and congratulate everybody that comes across, whether it's the first runner or the last runner.
Yeah.
You know, and give them something. We give them medals, we give them the heat sheets, because we're in November.
Right.
And you just make them feel great, and everybody's special that finishes it, one way or the other.
I love it. And is there one particular moment from your years that sticks out for you in terms of one finisher that you knew was struggling, or one finisher that meant so much for them to get to that finish line?
As a matter of fact, we had the finishers go back, and the last person coming in, we had the women and the men's winner go out there and escort her on all the way in. And that was just great.
And how long ago did you start that, or did that happen sort of organically?
That was a year. Let's just do that. They're coming in, and we gave the medals out to them already.
Yes.
And so we said, hey, come on, the last person's coming in, because we've got Ken Berger, who's probably the best announcer God ever put on the world.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, Ken said, this person's coming in. It's like, let's go, gang. And so we all went out there, and we all ran in the last 200 yards with her.
I love that. And do you see yourself expanding to more events, or are you happy with what you're doing?
Absolutely. We've got a theme of events that are going to be coming up, and they're truly events.
Is this double secret? Because we won't tell anybody. It's just me, you, and the camera over there, so it's not a problem. It's a double secret thing.
The name of it isn't important yet.
Okay.
But it's going to be in Denver, Pittsburgh, Kansas City.
Oh, you're going national.
St. Louis. And yeah, we're looking for the title sponsor now. We've went ahead and we trademarked the name of it, and it's going to be a 2-day event. And again, it's a holistic festival of fitness.
Holistic Festival of Fitness.
I like that. That's good.
There's your name right there. I like that a lot.
Do I have to go ahead? Is there any consulting fee for that, Bob?
There is. So, were you a runner before you got into this stuff?
I was. I was really a swimmer through college.
Oh, okay.
And then I got out of it. I gained about 240 pounds.
Wait, you what?
I gained up to about 240 pounds.
You went up to 240, and what are you now?
About 165. But when I turned 40, I turned around and said, this is ridiculous, you know? And so I started running, and you know, it's an addiction.
And it changed everything.
It's life-changing. Once people get into it, they realize how good it is for you. Not only just for the physical aspects, but the mental. And when I say holistic, I do mean holistic.
And you're still running?
Absolutely. I see Rick Neal is over here. I'll probably do my 8th Marine Corps this year, and I do that every year. And
love that.
You know, it's fun.
Beautiful. Hey, Craig, thanks so much for taking time. Really nice to meet you. Annapolis Running Classic. Again, Events.com. Ask an Event Pro. Hold on, everyone. We will be right back.
Hi, it's Andrea, ping pong champion from Events.com. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more tips.